I know that some of you are wondering what's been happening with me the last couple of weeks because I haven't posted very much on socials. My name is Robert J. Simpson. Normally, I'm posting content about weird, wonderful, interesting places, local histories, all that kind of stuff. But a couple of weeks ago, I posted on here because I had to have emergency eye surgery because I detached the retina in my left eye, and that wasn't good. So for the last 2 weeks, I basically had to lie down constantly at a 45-degree angle. So if I was sitting up, I had to keep my head tilted like this. Most of the time, it was actually more comfortable just to lie down. I had to go for my review yesterday, and I was quite anxious about this because I was very worried that the surgery hadn't been successful and that I was going to have more operations. If that happens, I know that there's an increased risk of complications. Things like cataracts are quite likely. And I didn't really want that. I'm someone who depends on my eyes for my work a lot. And I'm pleased to say that the news is good. Yay! I got told yesterday that everything has progressed as it should do. The healing has come along nicely, and all being well, that's it. I shouldn't need anything else. So I have to go back for another review in about 6 weeks' time, just to make sure. But I'm really, really happy and really, really relieved to know that it's been a success. And you may also notice that I'm now sporting some lovely new glasses, which I had ordered basically just as this was all sort of kicking off. I got a new script fairly recently because my glasses had been seriously out of date for years, and I needed to get something that was more close to my script. And just a top step, I ordered these from a company called Firmu. They're not sponsoring me in any way, shape, or form, but I've been impressed with the speed that these have come out and the quality. And yeah, so that's how I'm going to recommend. I'll see if I can tag them or something in the video. But the nice thing is I'm actually able to see again. So I spent a few days with only being able to see out of one eye. I tried wearing contact lens in my good eye, and that was a little bit awkward. There was a lot of strain on my eye. I wore a patch for a lot of it. But once I got glasses that actually were my script, life became a lot easier. And also, I'm pleased to say that with the surgery, there's often a deterioration in the eye that's been operated on. And in my case, the deterioration hasn't been too bad. So I've been very, very lucky, and I'm very aware of that. And I'm very glad and very happy that things have gone the way they have. It was really uncomfortable for those couple of weeks. I found it very difficult to make use of my time because the positions that I was having to stay in were really uncomfortable, and something that they didn't warn me about. And I feel if this ever happens to you, you might want to be aware of was the bed sores. Lying on my side continuously for 2 weeks, I started getting sores after a few days on my legs, and I was getting a lot of pain at night that was making sleep really difficult. In the end, I got some antibacterial cream and just massaged my leg with a massage gun, and that seemed to help the blood supply, and actually was a lot better off after I'd done that for a couple of days. Like, the sores that were developing stopped. So that's my top tip, and I wish someone had warned me about that. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty lucky and pretty grateful at the moment. I'm hoping that's me back to normal. So I'm not allowed to do anything strenuous for the next little while. No massively exerting activities or exercise or anything like that. I'm going to try and get back into doing my content, my kind of videos about interesting stuff. I had a class last night. I did lose a little bit of work whilst this was going on, which I'm still kind of bummed about. But it is what it is, and hopefully I can try and make that up over the next couple of months, somehow. So thank you very much for those of you who sent messages. I really appreciate it. It kept me going whenever I was feeling pretty lousy, and there's a few people out there who made very lovely gestures to me, and look, I'm not going to name you, but you know who you are and what you did, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm really humbled by the kindness that some people showed me over the time. So yeah, so that's it. Detached retina, not something I thought would happen to me at this stage of my life, not something my optician had ever warned me about. But there you go, when you're short-sighted, this is apparently an increased risk. So all my fellow short-sighted people out there, just be careful. Yeah, if you notice anything odd about your vision at all, go and get it checked out as soon as possible, preferably by an optician, or go to A&E if you have to. especially if you start getting clouds or dark shadows or anything like that. Your eyes are really important, and I'm lucky because I let this probably drag on a little bit longer than I should have done because I didn't realize what was happening, and the tear that I had got a lot bigger and detached my retina, and if I'd left it any longer, there's a good chance that I could have gone blind in that eye. So anything goes wrong at all, just go and act on it. That's me for now. I'll get back to my regular programming as quickly as I possibly can over the next few days. I'll try and get some stuff up between now and Christmas. And thank you again for all your support and your patience. And yeah, I hope everything's going well for you this December.